All right, welcome. Today, we're going to take a virtual tour through a really thoughtfully designed modern living space. We're going to dive into how the architecture and the interior design work together to create something that's not just a building, but a real home.
So let's just start with a big question. What actually makes a building a home? I mean, is it just four walls and a roof, or is it something more? A feeling, the way a space flows, the light? Let's kick off our tour with this pretty striking pink facade and see what kind of story it has to tell.
Okay, first up, the architectural welcome. This is all about the first impression the building makes before we even think about stepping inside.
From a distance, you just can't miss it. This bold contemporary facade, with its unique salmon pink color and these super clean geometric lines, it really makes a statement. It feels modern, it feels confident, and honestly, it's kind of playful. Now, I want you to imagine walking towards it as the sun is going down. This illuminated walkway, it just guides you right in, creating this warm, inviting path. It's such a simple, elegant touch, but it completely elevates that whole experience of arriving home. And this shot right here, this perfectly illustrates the building's whole philosophy. This two-story glass entrance is all about transparency and light. It just completely blurs the line between the outside world and the private space inside, and it gives you this promise of bright, open areas from the second you arrive. Okay, let's step inside and check out the social hub. This is really the heart of the home, right? It's where all the living, cooking, and connecting happens in one place. And the moment you walk in, you're just hit with this incredible warmth. The rich wood floors are absolutely glowing thanks to all that natural light just pouring in from those huge glass doors. The feeling is immediately welcoming, it's immediately serene. Now, what's so cool about seeing these two images side by side is how they instantly tell the story of this apartment. You've got the living area on the left, the kitchen on the right, and they're not separate rooms at all. They just flow together seamlessly in one big cohesive space that's really designed for how we live today. So let's kind of break down what makes this space work so well. It really comes down to a few key choices. That awesome, flexible, open concept layout, that seamless flow from inside to outside, a super sleek integrated kitchen, some statement lighting that's basically sculpture, and of course that beautiful contrast of the warm wood against the cool, dark stone. Let's zoom in on this kitchen for a sec. The island isn't just for chopping vegetables. It's designed to be a social hub. With seating for two, it's a casual spot for breakfast or, a place for your friends to hang out and chat while you cook. It's the perfect blend of function and style.
And you gotta notice the materials they chose here. It's so deliberate. These dark, marbled textures create this really sophisticated contrast with the glossy white cabinets above. This play on light and dark, it's a classic modern design trick that adds drama and keeps a minimalist space from feeling boring.
All right, so we've seen the social, public space. Now, let's head down the hall and into the private quarters, the spaces that are designed for rest and, a little retreat from the world. And this clean, white hallway is the perfect transition. It's like a palate cleanser. It creates this really clear physical separation between the energy of the living area and the quiet of the private zones. It just signals a shift in the apartment's whole mood. So we step into the main bedroom and the vibe just shifts to this serene simplicity. You've got these sleek built-in wardrobes with glossy white doors that give you tons of storage without cluttering up the room. And most importantly, it has its own private balcony, continuing that essential indoor-outdoor connection we keep seeing. The second bedroom is pretty much a beautiful blank canvas. It's a wonderfully flexible space, just flooded with natural light, that could easily be a home office, a cozy guest room, whatever you need. And those same warm wood floors continue in here, tying the whole home's design together. Now on to the bathrooms. And at first glance, they look almost identical, right? Well, that's on purpose. There's a really consistent design language here, these modern fixtures and these large gray tiles that unifies the two spaces and creates a cohesive, almost spa-like feel. But when you look a little closer, you start to see these really smart, subtle differences. While they both share those chrome fixtures and that same elegant gray tile, the design is adapted for each space. So bathroom 1 has a bigger sink and gives you both a shower and a tub. Bathroom 2 goes for a sleeker floating sink and a dedicated walk-in shower. It's consistency, but with a purpose. We've walked through all the rooms, and that idea of purpose becomes even clearer when you see how it all fits together. This next part is the big aha moment, where the entire layout just becomes crystal clear. So the big question is, how does it all fit together? We've seen all the individual pieces of the puzzle, but what does the whole picture actually look like from above?
And here it is, the floor plan. This reveals just how intelligent the layout is. We can actually trace our whole journey, coming in here, to the living area, the soggiorno, the kitchen's right there, then down this corridor to the bedrooms, the camera, and the bathrooms or baño. Suddenly, it all just clicks into place.
So what's the secret sauce here? What makes this layout so successful? It's the absolute clarity. You have this brilliant separation between the public living areas and the private sleeping areas. The central entryway makes the flow super efficient. You've got 2 full separate bathrooms, which is a total modern luxury. And look at this, 3 separate balconies, giving almost every main room its own little piece of the outdoors. And that brings us perfectly to our final theme, the indoor-outdoor lifestyle. This isn't just about the architecture anymore. It's about the kind of life, the kind of experience you can have in a space like this. This single view from the living room really says it all. That balcony isn't just some afterthought. It is a true extension of the living space. It offers this private, green connection to the city, the perfect place for a morning coffee or to just unwind at the end of a long day. You know, at the end of the day, a well-designed space is really just a stage for a life to unfold. And looking at this beautiful blend of modern design and thoughtful function, you kind of have to ask yourself, what story would you tell here?